Hi, I'm Misty Copeland. I am so excited to read a little bit from my newest book, Letters to Misty. This is exciting because it's filled with letters that I wish I could have read when I was younger. Letters of hope and encouragement and real life stories from my own journey, but also inspired by letters that I've received throughout my career. Answering a lot of important questions. So I am going to read from second position. In ballet, a développé is a movement where the working leg is drawn up to the knee of the supporting leg and then extended into the air with control and grace. In life, we are also developing, growing into who we are meant to be. Just like a développé unfolds, discovering yourself is about taking what you've learned and slowly revealing your unique self to the world. It requires patience, balance, and courage. As you move forward, you'll learn to carry yourself with confidence and authenticity, becoming stronger with each step. Dear reader, a développé in ballet is all about control and strength. Just like the leg extends outward in the movement, our own personal development takes time and effort, growing gradually as we learn more about ourselves and the world around us. Every stretch, every challenge is part of that growth. If someone had told the younger me that I'd become the first Black female principal ballerina at American Ballet Theatre, I might not have believed them. My family struggled, moving often and sometimes unsure of where our next meal would come from. But we had love, music, creativity, and laughter, which helped me grow despite the challenges. I found movement, I found dance, and eventually ballet found me. Each step along the way became part of my own personal développé. Ballet gave me the discipline and consistency to keep moving forward, but it also gave me the freedom to explore and express myself, shaping who I am today, not just as a dancer, but as a person. Remember, like the développé, growth does not happen all at once. Each stage is important, and it's okay to take your time to build your strength before extending yourself fully. Every experience, no matter how easy or difficult, helps you become who you are becoming. In this section, I've shared some of my stories and advice to guide you as you continue your own development. Just like in ballet, growth in life comes with patience, practice, and persistence. Trust in your journey and remember that despite how slow growth may seem, you are always moving forward with grace. Finding people who let me be myself. Besties. Growing up, we all want to find that one friend or group of friends who lets us be our truest selves. For me, that friend was Catalina. She was my first real close friend. I met her on my first day at a formal ballet studio, which was a huge step from practicing at the Boys and Girls Club on a basketball court. I was nervous walking into the studio for the first time, unsure of how I'd fit in. Then I walked into the dressing room, and there was Catalina. She turned to me with this incredible confidence and asked, "Oh, hi, how old are you?" She said it with such joy, like she was already the queen of the ballet studio. I remember thinking she must have been much older, but when I answered, "I'm 13, she proudly told me she was only 10. Her energy was larger than life, and from that moment, I knew we'd be friends. Before Catalina, my world revolved around my siblings. After school, I'd head straight home, never venturing out with friends. But Catalina brought a spark into my life, pushing me to embrace adventures I never thought I'd take on. That spirit carried us through years of friendship, filled with laughter, tears, and growth. I can still smell the smoky bonfire on my heady from our Saturday nights after ballet class. Teenagers running along the beach, swapping scary and silly stories, and blasting boy band anthems. Those moments not only defined my middle and high school years, but also showed me that what true friendship could look like. A mix of joy, discovery, and belonging. As someone who didn't and still doesn't have a large group of friends, I've always been able to easily recognize that safety in friendships is key. Some friendships I've had didn't feel safe enough to open up, and because of that, they didn't last or just stayed surface level. But with Catalina, I could always be myself. One thing I've learned is that being similar to someone doesn't always make a friendship work. In fact, many of my lasting friendships have been with people who were different from me, who challenged me in new ways. What made those friendships strong was that we shared common loves, passions, and interests, even though our personalities weren't the same. That connection is what creates a lasting bond, when you can be different and still find joy in what you share. Catalina was that friend for me, someone who made me feel seen and supported. Because of those experiences with her, I was open and ready when I met my adult best friend, Layla, at 17 in New York City. I knew how beautiful and important friendships could be, and I was ready to receive hers. If you haven't found your people yet, don't worry, they're out there. It can take time, but stay true to yourself and keep following your passions. Friendships often grow when you least expect them. When you do find those friends, it will feel natural and they'll accept you for who you are. So here's one of the first short letters. Dear Misty, I have a bunch of friends in my class, but I don't have a best friend. I don't really trust very many people because there's a lot of gossip at my school. How can I tell who my true friends are? This is such a great question. I understand how hard it can be to find someone who you truly trust, especially when there's a lot of gossip around. It's wonderful that you have a group of friends, but I know it can feel different when you're searching for that one person you can really count on. From my experience, true friendship isn't just about being comfortable around each other. It's about feeling supported and accepted for who you really are. I've had friendships where I felt I had to hold back or wear a mask to fit in, and those relationships never went beyond the surface. On the other hand, I've also had friendships where I could be myself without hesitation, where we were able to open up and be real with each other. Those are the relationships that have truly shaped my life. A true friendship is someone who wants the best for you, who listens, supports, and respects you. They won't talk behind your back or spread rumors. You won't have to pretend to be someone else around them, and they'll make you feel comfortable just being yourself. While sharing common interests can bring you closer, the most important part of a real friendship is the care, trust, and love you show for each other. It's also important to remember that friendships can grow and change. Just like you, other people are learning and growing too. A misunderstanding or mistake doesn't always mean a friendship is over. Sometimes with time, those bonds can become even stronger. Don't rush to find that person you trust completely. It's okay if it takes a while. You don't need a huge group of best friends. Even one person who truly values you is enough. Pay attention to how people make you feel and notice where you feel safe, valued, and respected. If you feel that way around someone, it's a good sign they're a true friend. Trust your instincts and remember that friendships are part of life's journey and your growth. It means so much that I have been able to read a little bit from my book. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this book will help you feel seen and inspired. And I'm excited about everything that makes you you. Thank you. Check out my book.